Anything. Happy fall, everybody. I'm student meteorologist Sammy Squires.
And I'm student meteorologist Ariana Goldstein. Happy fall, y'all. It is the first day of fall here on this Florida State campus. We had a pretty beautiful first day of fall, but it didn't really feel like fall outside is the thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not really seeing those fall-like temperatures. Maybe in the near future.
Hopefully in the near future, because we did reach up to 92 degrees today, which isn't quite that dreamy fall temperature we really hope and want to see.
And the problem is, too, that we're going to see more of these 90s for the week to come.
Oh, that's super exciting. But we're actually going to take it off to the wall with Jessie, and she's going to give us a little overview.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, happy first day of fall, Tallahassee. Sure doesn't look like it here in the Panhandle. That sun is just absolutely beating down on us once again. It has been a hot September, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better as we continue on into fall. Currently outside, it is 91 here in Tallahassee on this Monday night. Down by the coast, we have a little bit cooler temperatures. Apalachicola being 85. Wilmot, it's still a little bit warm at 91 once again. Tallahassee is still the hottest in this area. It is really not going to cool off anytime soon. We have absolutely no rain coming our way once again. We have a little bit of ground clutter here in the area, and that's just really the radar picking up some things. It is not rain. There is no relief coming for the Panhandle anytime soon. Tonight it is going to be a beautiful night. Very cool, very clear, 67 degrees. And this could be the last night for a while that we're seeing temperatures in the 60s. That's right, it's going to be getting warmer again. For the next 3 days, we're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. We have a small 10% chance of rain towards the middle of the week, but we're really not expecting anything. For the rest of the night, we're going to be looking at this warm first week of fall. We're looking at very small rain chances, and we've got a lot of action going on in the Atlantic with some tropical systems. For now, I'm going to pass this off to Sammy, and she's going to give us an overview of the southeast.
Temperatures today reaching into the 90s, 91 for Tallahassee, 94 for Montgomery. It is just hot all across the East Coast. If you notice as you go further south into Florida, those temperatures are in the 80s right now, and they have a lot of dry air that is near them right now. Looking at these dew points, seeing 60, these are pretty comfortable, 56 for Atlanta. So these drier dew points are making it feel a little bit nicer, although our heat index is showing that it is still feeling fairly warm out there. 92 for Tallahassee, 85 for Orlando, and 94 for Montgomery, Alabama. So all across the East Coast, it is feeling very hot out there, and these temperatures are just going to get worse. These cool temperatures with the cold. Next few days. Taking a look at our drought monitor, it is just hot out there. The ground is very dry. So we're not getting any relief from the rain. So we will be fairly dry for the next few days. Now, as you can see, we are looking at fairly dry conditions and even severe in some cases. Taking a look at tonight's temperatures in the 60s for Tallahassee, Montgomery 69 degrees, all across around Florida and in the southeast, seeing those 60-degree temperatures and even 70s. For tomorrow, Going to be in the 90s all across the board, 95 for Tallahassee, 92 over New Orleans. It's just going to be a hot day tomorrow and hot days to come. But for now, I'm going to pass things off to Ariana for a look at our local.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sammy. Like Sammy was saying, it is going to be pretty hot out for these next few days coming. But currently in Tallahassee, we're sitting at 91, which is still really hot for that first day of fall. Typically, for the first day of fall, we're wanting to bring out those sweaters, bring those sweater weather outfits out, but not today. I was still sweating walking to class, and I know it was very hot out, but it says partly cloudy, but I didn't really see any of those clouds. 91 is what we are currently at Tallahassee at 6:06 p.m., and those dew points around Tallahassee are in the low 60s, so like Sammy said, that air is pretty dry, actually. It's not that very humid air that we're used to in Florida for those summer days, but it is the first day of fall, so maybe those dew points are reflecting fall a little bit. And you can see in that upper level water vapor, you can see all this orange below us and all of this black area. This is dry air. This is reflecting from those dew points, so there's not a lot of moisture in that air like we saw in that past slide with all of those numbers. You can see that white, though, that's where there's more moisture in the air, and we can see that there is a front right above us right here. You can see Sammy said this high pressure system was keeping us dry, but this front is moving down. That's where you're going to see that water vapor in the air around that front, but it's not going to be reaching us, sadly. So if you think if we're on it, Tallahassee's in a drought right now, and you're like, yay, we're going to get rain, but think again, probably not going to reach us. So if you like that sun, that's good for us. But for tonight, what you can expect, 67. So if you want to eat dinner outside, it's probably going to be a beautiful night. There's not going to be a cloud in the sky, actually. Cool and clear and calm, those 3 C's. So take your dog on a walk before, like Sammy said, those 60s will be disappearing and those cool and clear temperatures won't be returning anytime soon. So tonight is a very nice night. Take that evening run, like I said. But for tomorrow, you can expect those really hot temperatures again. 94, man, that is hitting close to 100. A little too close for comfort, actually, for the second day of fall. Hot and sunny. So what that means, you need to drink lots of water. If you have pale skin, wear sunscreen like me, wear a hat. It's going to be very hot. You can expect to sweat a lot tomorrow walking to class because I don't think we're going to be getting a lot of cloud coverage at all tomorrow. And that wind's just going to be 5 miles an hour from the north. So you're not going to be really feeling a nice breeze. Maybe once in a while you get a little breeze, but just 5 miles an hour is not that much. But for the next 7 days, what we can expect, tomorrow, like I said, 94, Wednesday, 95. We're just reaching up there. By Thursday, hot, 97. That is 3 degrees away from 100 in fall. So it's fall, y'all, but it's not really feeling like it. But we can see a little bit of cool down, if you can call that a cool down. 92 and 91, 90 on Sunday. So that for Parents Weekend, it's going to be pretty nice, you could say, compared to Thursday. So make sure you go out and enjoy that. Go do that. Go to the home game with your parents. It's going to be feeling nicer than Thursday, but right now we're actually going to be going to the desk with me and Jesse, and we're going to talk a little more about that first day of fall. Actually, we've been saying that a lot throughout the show, and I know we said earlier that it wasn't really feeling like your ideal first fall day, right, Jesse?
No, I mean, like, I've lived up north. I spent my senior year of high school in Pennsylvania, and I've felt fall weather, and this is so far from it. It feels like we're still in summer.
Girl, I agree. I'm from Kentucky, and when you say fall, you can expect those like mid-50s in the morning, and it's just
honestly
nice and cool, and then maybe reach 70 throughout the day, but not in Tallahassee,
like,
man.
I just want to know where the sweater weather is. I mean, like, I'm still outside drinking iced coffee in the morning, and I'm ready for some like hot coffee to actually like warm me up instead of trying to cool down.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. But if we're getting scientific here, what does the first day of fall actually mean? So typically, or what this is called is the autumnal equinox. I'm pretty sure I've tried to pronounce that right. But basically this means that the sun is located directly above the equator, and daytime is about 12 hours, and nighttime is about 12 hours for the northern hemisphere. That's what that means, basically, today.
Yeah, so the meteorological fall is September, October, and November, as you would guess, but we're actually not going to see that time change, the falling back, until November, and I am definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, I could look forward to that too, but I guess I don't know how I feel about it getting dark so early is the only thing.
It's going to be so much harder to get up. I mean,
yeah.
if those cool temperatures come with it, I mean, that'll definitely wake you up when you go outside.
Yeah, but catch me staying in my bed a few minutes longer, more and more when those cool temperatures come, because my bed is very comfy. But yeah, so basically that sun is going to start disappearing earlier, and that's basically what that means. But right now, we're going to take it back out to the wall with Sammy.
Those cooler temperatures in Salt Lake City. So 77 degrees, Seattle seeing 59 degrees. Pretty chilly in the Pacific Northwest. Although here in the Southeast, it is very warm outside. We're seeing 90s, and we will continue to see more of these 90s within the next few days. Take a look at our dew points. So you can see where that front actually is extending now. Memphis 74. I think that is the highest dew point that we see across the nation right now. And that is exactly where they're seeing some of that severe weather right now. So that's where that front is. And behind it, we do have that drier air. And that's why those dew points are actually so much drier. Although in the west, those dew points usually are on the dry side. So look, here is where that front actually is situated across the U.S. We are dominating under a high pressure system, and that will continue to be over us for the next few days. Take a look at our severe weather outlook for tomorrow. There is a slight possibility of getting some severe weather along the region going near Chicago, Minneapolis. Chances of getting some rain and some thunderstorms are possible for tomorrow. We do have flood warnings within the Chicago area, and that is mainly by the rivers because of the severe weather they could be getting. Also, we do have flash flood warnings off into the West Coast and flash flood watches, which are accompanying it. And also a red flag warning, meaning the winds are actually higher in California right now, and that is contributing to the red flag warning going on there. Taking a look at tonight's forecast, so seeing temperatures in the 60s, 71 for Atlanta. Most of us are seeing those cooler temperatures into the overnight hours. Taking a look at the Pacific Northwest, Seattle, they are getting a little bit of rain right now, seeing those 50 degrees. Pretty comfortable with those temperatures in the 50s. Although tomorrow, not going to be seeing very comfortable temperatures. Most of us are going to be either in the 90s, in the 80s. It's going to be a warm day out tomorrow. Pretty much all across the nation. Lots of red, lots of orange on the board. And that is where those temperatures are actually warmer. Now I'm going to hand things off to Jessica, who's going to give us another look at a local.
Thanks, Sammy. So we're looking at this beautiful view of Doak Campbell Stadium once again. Sun just shining so bright. I definitely felt that today walking to class, walking to the library. I'm sure you all felt it too. It was so uncomfortable. I wish that such a beautiful view would not be so painful. Looking at our temperatures for today, we hit 92, which although that's super hot, it's actually below our record high of 98 degrees back in 1925. I have no idea what was going on that year, but I sure am glad that we were not there then. Our low tonight is right at the average at 66 degrees. Once again, this is going to be one of the last times that you're going to see temperatures in the 60s for the month of September. Things are going to continue to heat up as we continue, and into fall. So as you can see, we have this system coming down, and you can see this rain that's coming along with it, some clouds, some scattered showers, even some severe weather up in this area. But unfortunately, we're not going to get any of that cool weather or the rain that's associated with that front. We have this high position right here. It's going to keep everything away from us, and it's going to keep us sunny and dry for the days to come. Looking at the satellite and radar, we see absolutely nothing. It is a clear day in the Panhandle once again. I am just craving that rain and waiting for the day. As you know, we are in a drought right now. We haven't seen any measurable rain for the entire month of September, so we're really looking forward to getting some later. Tonight, we're looking at 67 degrees. It is going to be a beautiful night. I sure am looking forward to the cool down. I think I'm going out with some of my friends tonight, and you should definitely go eat outside, take your dog for a walk, go for a walk with your friends, get some ice cream, do something fun tonight. It was such a hot day. Definitely want to take advantage of that while temperatures are staying pretty low. As for tomorrow morning, it's going to be beautiful. If you've got that 8 a.m. class, definitely get up, enjoy the walk there, because tomorrow afternoon we're looking at temperatures upwards of 90 degrees. Hopefully we're going to have a little bit of clouds in the area to keep us a little bit cooler, but it's just going to be another brutal day in fall, although if the calendar hadn't told me, I definitely would have thought we were still in summer. Tomorrow night, it's going to be a hot one at 86 degrees, almost 20 degrees warmer than it's looking to be tonight. So that's going to be a huge difference. This week, we're looking at really low rain chances. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we've got 10 to 30% chance, but really the thing to look at is these super hot temperatures, 97 on Thursday. That's just going to be so uncomfortable. Lows are going to stay in the low 70s, which is not going to be nearly as enjoyable as these 60s are that we have been getting. As for the weekend, for Parents Weekend, we're going to see temperatures in the low 90s. Super excited about that night game that's coming up. So we should see temperatures in the low to high 70s as we're experiencing that. Definitely go to the game. Definitely enjoy that first night game of the season. It's going to be great relief from these hot summer games that we've been dealing with. For now, I'm going to pass things off to the desk with Ariana and Sammy.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jesse. That was a great local forecast that you showed us. So now we're actually going to take things a little bit more south, down to the tropics actually, and tell you a little bit about what's happening there.
There are a few systems in the Atlantic right now.
One
Including Jerry, which we have been talking about, but two new systems that have formed over the weekend. One being Karen, which is a tropical storm.
And then we have Lorenzo, which is also a tropical storm. That one's right off the coast of Africa.
Yeah.
Correct, yes. So Lorenzo just formed right off the coast of Africa. And then we also have a new disturbance, which I saw right before the show. It's only a 10% formation, so not that big of a deal, but it's right near the Cancun, Yucatan Peninsula area. Didn't know I couldn't say that word till now. But yeah, so that will not be affecting the United States as what the National Hurricane Center is saying, which is good because we don't really need any more. But there are quite a few storms out there right now.
So since Karen did develop into a tropical storm, it is now downgraded into a depression. So we're kind of tracking that to see where it goes. I think it might become a tropical storm again. It just depends on that wind speed.
That dry air, the moisture in the air. It just depends. It's too early to exactly say where it's going, but
it's very unorganized of a system.
Yes, I hope it does not get any stronger and dissipates, but we never know what these storms are capable of, like we've seen in past storms recently.
Yes. Well, on the contrary, Lorenzo is predicting to possibly even become a major hurricane.
Oh, wow. Well, let's hope that does not affect any land. Like we said, it is still right off the coast of Africa. But hopefully that doesn't reach the United States at all, or any other islands in the way, or any land at all.
Yeah, right now the cone is showing it to just kind of swerve off into the Atlantic. So
that would be great.
Kind of hoping for it, but
yes,
things can change depending on, where the high goes and etc.
Yes.
So
like we said, there's a lot of storms in the tropics right now, so it's good to always prepare for this. So take hurricane preparation seriously and take warnings very seriously also. But right now, I'm going to explain what's happening around Florida, though. Right now, we don't have a lot of action going on because of that high pressure system that's around our area, like we said. But if you look at that satellite and radar, like I said, it's pretty clear right now at the moment. Tallahassee, not a cloud in the sky over us currently. No rain, no nothing. That high pressure system is blessing us if you like the sun, but it's also a curse if you don't like the sun. But if we take a look around the state at the current conditions, pretty much high 80s all around the board, and Tallahassee is the only one reaching 91. Woohoo, that's us. But Tampa, you're getting close at 89. West Palm, you're feeling good at 83 degrees. If you look at those dew points around the area too, Miami, you're sitting at a nice 65, similar to us in Tallahassee. You're getting a little bit of that dry air, but down in Key West, 74. That is because of that sea breeze. You're surrounded by ocean, so there's a lot of moisture in your air. You're pretty used to that, though. It's not crazy humid, but you are pretty much down south, so you're pretty much used to that. If you look at that forecast, though, for the next few days, you could see those high pressure systems moving south. This one is sitting right over us right now, keeping that water and cooler temperatures, like Jesse said, away from us. We are craving those rain showers and cooler temperatures, but they are not going to happen. And like I said, we've not gotten rain for a while. That drought monitor showing Tallahassee in that severe warning of drought currently. All around us is yellow and pretty much dry. We haven't gotten much rain in September at all this season. But for tonight, what you can expect around the state, 65 sitting in Tallahassee, Jacksonville, you're sitting at 64, Orlando 67, down south Key West, you're at 78, so that is pretty warm for the first day of fall for this season. So maybe not the best night to go on that night run yet. Maybe wait a few more weeks, a few more days, a week or two, because it is still a bit toasty outside. But for tomorrow, what you can expect in Pensacola, 75, 87 around noon, 89 around the peak of that afternoon. So it's going to be pretty hot in the Pensacola area, and pretty similar in Jacksonville too, reaching 91 around 3 p.m. Noon, you're going to be sitting at 86. You're going to wake up at 74, so that's pretty nice. Go on that morning run. And similarly in Orlando, 74 when you wake up. It's going to be really sunny, so make sure you wear lots of sunscreen, drink lots of water, because it is going to be a hot one. Not reaching 90, but it'll probably come close. And also for Naples, pretty much the same conditions all around Florida. It's going to be the main story. You're going to be waking up cool. By noon, it's going to be pretty hot, and by 3 p.m., it's going to be even hotter. So it's not really feeling like fall around the state of Florida. It is feeling like the typical sunshine state. But for right now, we're going to be handing things off to Sammy to give us our last local forecast.
thank you, Ariana. So taking a look over Doak Campbell Stadium, it's gorgeous out there. Hoping for another gorgeous sunset here, looking over Doak Campbell Stadium. Current conditions, though, we're at 91 degrees. It's pretty hot outside. We will start to cool off, though, as the night progresses and possibly get into the high 60s for overnight. Partly cloudy outside, although the heat index is showing we're feeling like 92, so pretty similar to the actual temperature, maybe just a smidge higher. Near the coast, you are seeing what feels like 88, 87 degrees right now. It's pretty hot all across the Big Bend. Dew points are on the more comfortable side, I would say, feeling in the 60s. So feeling on the nicer side due to that high pressure system we have over our region. So with that dominating within our region, we're not really going to see any rain at most for the first half of tomorrow. Later on in the day, we could get a little bit of rain. At most, this is like 10% coverage, though. So most of us will not see any rain. Tonight, 67 degrees. It will be a cool and clear night. Wind on the calmer side as we head into tomorrow. Tomorrow, waking up 8 a.m., 67 degrees, warming to about 91 by 4 p.m. Going to see highs around the mid-90s for tomorrow. It's going to be a very hot day out tomorrow, so make sure you bring sunscreen if you're planning on being outdoors, and drink plenty of water going into this week. For the next 7 days, though, seeing 90s all across the board, maybe having a small percent chance of rain for Wednesday and Thursday. Altogether, though, that isn't going to really cool us down, though, because we're expecting highs to get into the high 90s for Thursday, possibly even breaking records, and especially going into October as well, because we've only received a trace of rain for all of September, and that was on September 1st. So we do have these rain chances for later in the week, although the 90s are going to feel miserable going on the next 7 days. We do have these lows, though, mainly in the low 70s, maybe even seeing 69 degrees by next Monday. Altogether, though, it's going to be a very hot week. But now I'm going to go back to the desk with Jessica, and we are going to get ready to close out the show. So it was a pretty hot day today.
It was so hot. I felt that heat walking to class.
Yes.
This morning I got up early and went to the library. It was really, really nice, and walked out later, not so nice.
I do appreciate the mornings being on the cooler side, and the nights as well.
Yes.
Getting outdoors, walk the dog. I mean, if you wait too long, if you wait until like 10 or 11, you're already seeing 70s, 80s.
I absolutely cannot believe that it is still this warm in September. I remember last year we had a warm September as well, and then I thought it was abnormal for Tallahassee because I'm not from here.
Yeah.
And yet here we are again with 100-degree temperatures in fall.
Yeah, it's definitely rare to see temperatures this hot going so late into the year.
It's not my favorite thing. I'm looking for that fall weather to come soon.
If you would have said 97 for August, I'd be like, okay, yeah, you know, late August, all right, we're getting into September. September, that's when things start to change a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, start to see more of those 80s, and we really haven't seen too many 80s.
Have we even had a day that stayed below 90
Yes.
in September? We had one.
So we had
Two?
we had 21 days so far this month that have been 90 degrees or hotter.
What's today? The 23rd.
It
21
is.
out of 20. There you go. That's not not a record I
The
want to
high
hear.
temperature.
High temperature has
being
been
90,
90. So
It's
There you
been
go.
very warm, and we're not going to see any of those cooler days all of September.
I mean, it's
For the
almost
rest of September.
It's almost October. It's almost like starting to get time for Halloween, like pumpkin patches, and like I want to wear like a sweater one day.
Pumpkin spice
soon.
latte.
Oh my gosh,
I hear
yes.
a lot about that.
I'm ready for some hot coffee. I've been so hot, all I can drink is iced coffee, and it's getting old at this point.
I understand that. Little tidbit though, iced coffee if you freeze ice cubes made out of coffee, it is so good because then
There's
your coffee
no-
doesn't have water in it.
There you
All right,
go.
sorry, I just
there
had to
you
say
go.
that. But anyways, the temperatures are very warm across the whole southeast. We're just feeling it very hot coming this week though.
Yep.
But for now, I'm student meteorologist Sammy Squires.
And I'm student meteorologist Jessica Kirk. You guys have a great night.